Chapter 44. Congratulations, Danielle. Emil pushed through the crowd thronging around Danielle. That was quite the performance. Danielle grinned. Told you could do it. You showed me. I suppose this means I'll be vacating my room this week. Thanks, but... Danielle turned to her teammates. Emily had Tajay's hand and was using him as a maypole. Since I'm joining this team, we'll be moving into the actors' members' dorm. I'd like to stick with them. Team spirit. You've changed more than I thought. Danielle ran her hand through her hair. Her hands got wet with sweat. I owe you an apology, Emil. After what I've been through, I realize I wasn't exactly the most accommodating person to work with. I understand now why you kicked me off your team. I'm sorry. Emil waved her hand. You don't have to apologize. Believe it or not, your stubbornness is one of your best traits. You just have to be stubborn about the right things, like not giving up. I'm proud of you, Danielle. Thank you. Danielle clasped her hands together. Oh my gosh! Emily bounded over to them. You're Emil, captain of the #1 team in the entire agency. And you're... Emil tapped her cheek. Emily Joyce, right? You know my name? Everyone knows your name, Emily. Emil put her weight on one foot. You're the youngest pilot to ever pass the evaluation test with a perfect score. Really? Emily hopped on her toes. I got a perfect score? You didn't know? Danielle said. Emily put a hand on her heart. I was just happy I passed. I'm so proud of you. Whoa, you must be Tajay. Emile tilted her head back to look at Tajay. I've been wanting to meet you for some time. Tajay pointed at himself. Me? It's not every day the agency accepts a graduate. They like to say their acceptance process is inclusive, but the truth is the vetting process they use for graduates is much harsher than for other species. You're only about the 5th they've accepted since the agency opened. Really? Danielle gazed at Tajay. Yep. Emile put her hands on her hips. Boy, Alex sure knows how to gather talent around him. Speaking of Alex, where is he? Danielle glanced around the crowd. He was here a moment ago, Emily said. Thomas took him. Tajay pointed to the exit of the arena. It's probably time for his captain's evaluation. I forgot. Emile inhaled through her teeth. I don't think he's going to do well either. Too bad. He has potential. What do you mean? Danielle turned to Emile. Is the test that hard? The test is different. Emile took a deep breath. I can't discuss the specifics with non-members, but from what I've heard, he won't meet the requirements of what the agency says makes a good captain. You can't say that for sure. Danielle clenched her fist. Sure, I didn't agree with his methods, but Alex is a great captain. He cares about his team, and he knows what it takes to bring out the best in us. Danielle motioned to her teammates. I'm not disregarding his results, Danielle, Emile said, but there's more to it. I'm confident he can do it. Danielle pulled herself to her full height. We are going to that test, and we'll cheer him on 100%. 1,000, Emily said. Tajay nodded. Now, Danielle looked around. Anyone knows where he's being tested? Emily and Tajay shrugged. Emile chuckled. With this sort of support, he might just make it. Danielle Stanon, a humanoid creature with a cat-like face, approached them. Soft brown fur covered her body, and her ears had tufts on the ends. She wore the agency's uniform and a navy blue skirt. Medals dotted the front of her jacket. Her name tag read, Lieutenant Major Kinnan. Emile saluted when she saw her. I'm here, man. Danielle also saluted. Emily Joyce? Here. Emily raised her hand. Tajay Donson? Tajay looked down at her. Kinnan stared at him a moment, her green eyes narrowing to a slit. Yes, I see. She marked on her papers. You three, come with me. It's time for your captain's evaluation. She headed off. How good. Emily skipped next to the lieutenant major. We were wondering where it would be. Tajay followed them. Danielle. Emile caught Danielle's shoulder. I can't tell you about Alex's test, but I can say one thing. If you believe he's a good captain, stick with him no matter what. This one test will make or break his career in the agency. You don't have to worry about that. Danielle patted Emile's hand. He believed in me, and I intend to return the favor. Emile smiled. Go on, then. Danielle nodded. She jogged out to catch up with her teammates.